Morning. This is going to be week 15, Georgia O'Keeffe. I will not be here this week, so if you guys have any questions, the earlier the better to answer them. I will have my phone, but I probably will not be around it as much as normal. So, Georgia O'Keeffe. She did like flowers, these flowers that you've kind of seen everywhere. So that's picture one. It says it on the top. I don't have a name for this one, so I apologize, but it's the flower one. And then she was considered the mother of American modernism, and I did put in your white book, your binder, what the definition of modernism is. I do think that is important to go over, even if it is for little kids, because it is kind of the next movement of art that we are talking about. So please do review that with them in whatever language they can handle it. And then this one is supposed to go this way. I couldn't make it bigger. But this is one of her most famous landscapes. And then you can read about, she was inspired by nature, and so a lot of her pieces are like this. So she worked a lot with the earth, and so that is why we're going to do the art craft that we're going to do. So those are your facts. Georgia O'Keeffe. I know that some people are going over them with hand motions, and some people are going over them with other parents. Just try and keep going over those facts so the kids learn at least something rather than nothing. You will need a label sticker, and each child will get one of these little packets. There are 2 packs in the bin, so each classroom will have a whole entire Ziploc bag. There's 1 Ziploc bag for each classroom. I did dump out the other one in our bin so you guys can see what we're gonna do. But inside of one, each one will get a little tiny packet. So I did open up one. This is a B. Let's see. You can't really see the definition on it. I apologize. Okay, you can't really see the definition on it, but there are little tiny cutouts of little tiny pieces on there. And they are sticky underneath, and so we're going to do sand art. Some people are not familiar with it, so I'm just going to go through it. We have a bunch of different colors that we picked out in here, and these are just like a regular pop top. I'm going to maybe pop it. No, I'm not, because I'm going to make a mess, but open them. There are also inside of each child's packet, there are coordinating colors. So since this is a B, I have yellow, gray, black, and white. If a kid really wants to use these, that's fine. That's fine. I would just cut a little tiny slit in the corner, just like that, like you would a Ziploc bag. And then they'll be able to sprinkle it on without making too big of a mess. And that's totally fine if they want to use their coordinating colors. Please put down a tablecloth and I'm so sorry I don't have it, give each kid a paper plate. We'll get it, just so you guys have an idea. Okay, so each kid is going to have a paper plate, and they're going to put their sand figure on to their plate so we contain the mess. I would still put down a tablecloth. I still think that that's going to be helpful, but the plate should hopefully contain some of the mess. These might be a little bit tricky if kids don't have fingernails. I would use a toothpick. Sometimes that helps, just to kind of pry up the side. You can kind of see, yep. So I'm kind of just bringing that up. So what you're going to do is you'll take off a little tiny section, and you'll sprinkle that one with sand, sprinkle it with sand. And then you pull up another section and you sprinkle that one with sand. So this is kind of a one-time. So this should take most of the time. I would really recommend that kids do not rip up the whole entire thing, because then it's just going to be one big blob of one color, because you can't differentiate this where the sand goes. So pull up one little tiny sticky sticker, put the sand down, make sure there's enough sand there, and then pull up another sticker. So what they're gonna do is you'd open this, you're just gonna pinch the sand. This is where the tablecloth comes in because the pinch might not be as great. And again, each class has 6 of these. So your class can use all of these colors, and that's fine. And they also have the ones in the bin. Once their picture is done, I would recommend just keeping it in the portfolio because I think it's just really nice to have at the end of the year. But they can really take them if they really want to. And there is a sticky piece that is 2-sided. So you would stick one side on and then stick the other side, and it turns into a magnet. So then when at the end of the year, they could stick it onto their fridge or wherever they wanted. You can also just put these in their thing if they want to, in their sleeve, in the plastic sleeve. And then if they want to do that when they get home, I'm pretty sure a parent could figure out how to do that. So, I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, and then when you're done with the sand, just take your paper plate and just dump it out in the garbage. If there are extras of these, please let some kids take them home. There's not going to be enough, and if we do redo this project, we will just order more. So if you're going to see some kids that aren't there, or if your kid really loved this, or any of the kids really love this, let them take home an extra. Again, if it's going to be kind of messy, that there's not enough and everyone wants to take one home, then just put them back in the bin and we'll figure that out later. But even if your kids want to do it, it's the beauty of being a tutor, I guess. You get some extras. So there are a few different samples. Again, everyone gets one bin. So I think there's 8 or 9 in each one. So yeah, good luck. Have fun.